Addiction to social media has been identified as one of the reasons why a vast majority of students failed the 2024 CBT examination conducted by the Joint Admission Matriculation Boards. In this report, Galaxy's John Felix speaks with some stakeholders who advocate for a reorientation of the nation's value system as well as an upgrade in ICT across schools.
The Joint Admission Matriculation Board says 77% of the over 1.8 million candidates whose 2024 UTME results were released scored less than 200 out of 400. However, some parents and teachers have argued that there was no justification for the results as some registered candidates couldn't sit the examination due to network glitches and a shortage of computer systems. They wondered how JAMB concluded that 77% failed while some were yet to write the examination. Speaking to Galaxy TV News, stakeholders in the education sector noted that no nation can develop without education. They say the failure recorded at the examination cannot be unconnected to the number of schools without teachers, electricity, as well as schools without computer sets.
So shortage of teacher is there. The JAMB examination is CBT, computer-based test. How many schools in the whole nation can boast of 20 computer sets? If even those with computer sets, do they have power to generate to power it? Do they have electricity to power it? What about insecurity across the nation? We have some schools that they use as a pilot school where some philanthropists decided to get them some sets. Insecurity around the nation, most of those computer sets has been carted away. So a student that has not been able to lay his hands on a mouse, didn't know how to use it at all, and is going for an external exam that is CBT based, how do you want him to pass? It will be jittery. Apart from parental failure, these days we rush after all we can get to take care of these children, but we are not considering their welfare.
The mass failure is just too much. Mass failure in this JAMB examination that was conducted by JAMB this year, the level of failure recorded is just too much, my brother. And I must confess to you, we parents that are stakeholders are not happy with the results. We don't know the yardstick they used to mark the subjects, but the mass failure is just too much. Are you saying that all our children are so dull like that 77% will fail the examination? I don't know how they measure it. I don't know the yardstick they used to do it, but the mass failure is too much and it's condemnable. Though there are so many things that may attach to the failure. But I think a JAMB should also sit down and come out with a very reasonable measurement that will boost up the score. Not that they will tell us that 77% failed out of 100%.
On ways to address the challenge, these stakeholders want parents to pay attention to their children as well as instill in them the right set of values. While faulting the yardstick used by JAMB to arrive at the mass failure, they also want JAMB to show readiness in conducting a each-free examination.
One, we need to change our value. Our value system is going down. These students consider what they see on social media more than the role models all across the nation. It is not about education again. It is about what you can get. And that perception is wrong. So there is need for us to rejig our value system, especially when it comes to the nation builders. Number two, there is need for governments to weigh in seriously in the appointment of teachers. Number three, there is need for us to improve on our ICT level. If you do not give me a thing, you should not expect it from me. So we can't blame those students too much. There is need for us to improve on our ICT level so that we can catch them young and they can actually deliver as expected. For the parents, there is no doubt about it that the economy is hard, but we should not, because of that hard economy, forget the parenthood. Taking care of these children is beyond feeding them. We should know who they move with, what they do with their phones, what they use their time for, and ensure they get to school always.
Though I condemn the mass failure, but let me tell you one thing, most of those things are caused by the children by themselves. Some children have been exposed to social media and they don't have time to read by themselves. This may be part of why the student failed. Now, another one is that the teachers that are teaching them, if they are not well remunerated, there's no way they can teach well if they are not well remunerated. It's when there is joy in the teacher, that's when the teacher can impart learning into the student's life. On another part of infrastructure, should I say it can contribute to it? It may not. Because the student that knows what they want to write, once they get to the center and they are with their computer, if you know what you want to write, you know your score. Within 2 minutes that the CBT exam is being done, you know what to click, and you get it right. So I can't say infrastructure. But my advice for JAMB is that JAMB should please improve on the examination center. Because we had news that there are some centers that did not even conduct the examination at the time they said they have to shift it to another date. That one also can make the students to be discouraged.
As candidates take stock of their performance, attention now will be shifted on the parents to properly and carefully mentor their words. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.